Hello everyone, I am Tacit and welcome to the Gems of War Guild Wars, week 97, day 5 of course. We still got ourselves a purple Guild War day, a Guild War week this week, specifically the purple variety. We still have ourselves a Vault weekend that's continuing. We still have another day and a few hours left. Still 1 day and 6 hours, and of course I'll be grinding that tonight and tomorrow night. We're still hunting for those mimics as well. Apparently mimics still exist. We're a little dry right now. I haven't been keeping the timer up. Though I think we're a little over an hour now dry, like an hour and a half. So we're going on that unlucky streak again. We got like 2 in a row within like 10-15 minutes, but we are very much on that 4.5 hours no mimic streak right now. Or we were, right now it's on the hour and a half, though we did hit that really high timer. We were really low on pity keys this week too. We might need to throw some Paloozas down, as we haven't really gotten too much value. At least not quite yet. And of course, do we even have a good daily today? We do! Double gems! But first, of course, bigger priority is Purple Guild War right now. So as far as Guild War Purple is concerned. Oh, also, I was so addicted to those burritos, I actually did pick up more today. I couldn't resist. I went food shopping. Obviously, it wasn't the only thing I went for, though it was definitely a big reason as to why I went. There are other odds and ends I picked up as well. Yeah, the mythic is, it's pretty unfortunate when it takes a lot of resources to get a mythic that isn't even that good, or you know, and still not get it in the end. It took me forever to get Amnesia. I think Amnesia is the most we ever spent on a mythic, because we went like 300 VIP keys in or something. Normally you'd get it within like 50 to 100. Though that was pre-buff. They were weaker than what they are now. Though they have since gotten buffed. So far the guild has only lost 1 day. We're actually in 3rd right now, though I'm not sure we're going to take 1st. If I'm not mistaken, 3rd place in bracket 4 does not move up, question mark, I think? I have no clue. It's either the last bracket that does still move up, or doesn't move up. I honestly do not remember. If anyone knows, do let me know, because I don't in the current state of the game. Oddly enough, we can almost run a Zuga Flamerfur team. The only problem is Flamerfur is not a purple troop, so unfortunately we would get penalized pretty hard by using that team. So as per usual, I will go through my check a billion times to see if we're using the correct team. Should probably go double check the medals as well. So we're going to be using a bit of a weird Orb Weaver team, in that the entire team is Orb Weaver, just surrounded by mana accumulation. This team scores a little bit lower, but it's really safe. And we're mostly running it for the safety of it, just making sure we don't lose anything. We have a bunch of magic, that seems perfectly fine. We need as much damage as we could possibly get. Might need a cleanse depending on what we're up against, but most likely pure damage is perfectly fine. Double check that it is a purple Guild War day. We got a purple shirt, we got a purple battle, we got a purple icon, got a purple team. I think we're ready to go. Okay, it is indeed purple. Let's get into it. Anyways, hello everyone. Hello Roman. Hello Peter. Hello Tyrion. Also hello Supplement and happy birthday. I gave you the code on Discord if you didn't see it already. Hello Ricardo. Because he mentioned earlier today he wanted to hand out the code, so I gave him one. I think he has the last like 3 or 4 years now, but he has requested it, so I have. As a little bit of a birthday present every year. Hello Tyrion. Hello Clipbomb. Hello Gustavo, hello Sushi Ninja, hello Isabel, hello Roman, hello Crisp, hello Rogue, hello Supernova, and hello everyone else. Welcome. Question, do you pay for the campaign this week? Do you pay for the campaign this week? I'm not sure what you mean. Oh! That's right. Did I not buy it yet? Wait, I think I already bought it. I'm pretty sure I already bought the campaign. I won't know until after this battle. I am pretty sure I already got it. No, now that you say that, I'm second guessing if I have. Green to purple is very bad. Though if I just take a green here, it actually does nothing. So I should just take a green. For a second I thought that Cascade would have ruined us. It does sometimes. That time it was not, luckily. Okay, so we have everything we need to win, right? Just making sure there's nothing weird. No. Okay, we're fine. Oh, wait. What about vertical blue now? Alright, we're fine. So we'll go for life and death. Boom. Get a Weaver down. Boom. And he is pretty dead. We'll go for one last big mana accumulation burst. First slot will die there, though it won't matter because we're most likely getting a resummon. Oh, they've resummoned before I could even get the other resummon. Our resummons are competing for who will get first. Oh, there we go. Alright, one down. Alright, a lot of Lamishtu teams, which is one of the other reasons why I switched this build. A lot of people building all into purple. And this team very well utilizes having a lot of purple. Obviously, technically, every pure purple team would. However, you normally want to have really high impact stuff to be able to get past their book and everything. Also helps to have immune to mana drain, because then you don't get mana drained off the effect, which is very, very useful. Does he have alignment right now? Yes. I think I just cleared the board and hope for something good. Oh, wow, that's something good. That's something amazing. So he has yellow, blue to purple, and green to purple. No! Why would you cascade that? Oh, and he has yellow to purple. You know what? Only one of those is correct. What's the chance he hits the right one? 100%. Let's see. Okay, we're fine. He did not hit the right one. We now take a yellow. We now throw a Weaver. Book is dead. Wait, did we just roll our 7% chance? So every single time we get a kill, there's a 7% chance we instantly get another kill for free. We just got it. Nice. This has mana drain, right? Drain 3 mana from the first enemy. You don't have immune to mana drain, right? Good. Do that. Well, book can, or life and death can be annoying against us. We can also be annoying with life and death. It works both ways. That little bit of small mana drain. Normally, it just wastes a lot of time. However, on our team, we can utilize it for good. Okay, it looks like we're up against the same team, but with different empower option. Like, it's literally the exact same team, just with a different option for mana accumulation, and oddly enough, Thief. Though Thief doesn't hurt us at all. If anything, that's actually beneficial to us, because we can still double poke kill. So we're in a pretty good position here. Okay, what do we need here? First things first, take a billion mana. See where that brings us. Move that, move that. Explode everything, and see where we are after that. This guy has less stats than the person we just fought, which is kind of weird, given that he's higher in the guild. Meaning he did better than the other person, but this person has way less stats, which means they're a decent player at playing the game. Potentially. Because this is less stats than the person we just fought. Which means they outplayed the guy who had more stats than him. Okay, we could try for purple off the sky here, or, you know, try to get the alignment there. He has blue to purple, which gives him some mana, like a lot of mana, though it's not going to make him win. Oh, plus we get a mana drain, perfect. Okay, this is super over. All we do is Weaver and we won. Of course he would the AI just had to get that one bandit in there. We could have just won. However, now you need to go kill that thing. So we'll do that, throw down a Weaver, hopefully get a skull here and then just auto win. Nope, no skull. Oh, I got life and death. Yeah, 3 down, 2 to go. Oh, so hello, Tyrian. Hello, Eduardo. Welcome, welcome. Oh, it is the 4th year in a row. That's what I thought. Yeah, I had a feeling it was. Speaking of which, the 6-year anniversary of the channel, I don't remember these days, I need to go double check, is later this month as well. I believe it's the 23rd of this month, so 21 days from now. Okay, we're up against another book team. Is this whole guild just running double empower? Oh wait, he is Damon oh wait, never mind, that's not Damon. Oh yeah! This was originally going to be Damon, and then it wasn't. Like, I was thinking, oh yeah, Arachne Weaver's Damon. Originally, Arachne Weaver was Damon Monster, or Damon Elf, I can't remember, one or the other. I think it was Damon Monster, and it was changed to Elf Monster. Yeah, I think it was Damon Monster, and then changed to Elf Monster. It was only Damon Monster for a very, 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 very exceedingly short duration. Actually, was it actually changed before it got released? I can't remember. But yeah, it hitting on Damon will not affect us. That's good. Or Weaver doesn't count as Damon either. Should count as Elf. Yeah, it does. Okay, they're both Elf. Makes sense. Good to go. Oh, did I say hi to Tyrian 3 times? I wouldn't be surprised, because I've been missing your name. So now I'm, like, overly cautious not to miss your name. So now I'm like saying it every single time you post anything in the chat. Because I think there was 2 streams in the last week where I missed saying hi to you. Let's see. So he's not going to be able to blue to purple, so he's guaranteed going to yellow to purple. Yellow to purple gives him some mana, but he doesn't extra turn off it. Oh, he got it from Sky, though. No. No, and he got luck. Oh, no. Please, keep summoning, keep summoning, keep summoning, keep summoning. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we're fine, we're fine. He tried his best to infinite us. But luckily, we can also have infinite summons. We can do every annoying thing the enemy does as well. Oh, we just got it. Did we just get a Deathmark kill? How'd that die? It had to have been Deathmark. I am pretty sure that was a Deathmark kill. I kind of forgot Deathmark has an effect. Deathmark is either completely useless or it's really amazing. There is nothing in between. It literally does either nothing or you auto-win. There's pretty much no in between for Deathmark. Because nothing really uses it for boost ratio. Like, there are a few things in the game, but most of them aren't really that relevant. Anything that uses Deathmark boost ratio. Oddly enough, Sacrifice is probably one of the more relevant ones that does. There are a few others, though. So he has yellow to purple. That is very bad. That is very, very bad. I cannot stop every option. Wait. This was blue to purple, but I'm about to mana drain that. What if I don't? I could why would I Weaver first? I could Weaver first, though. Wait, is his only threat Book? His whole team is just Book. Am I just gonna Weaver first? Because if he goes crazy, he's only gonna have Skulls. He did go crazy, though. Problem. He did go crazy. And he blazed Deathmark on our most important troop. Well, technically Weaver's our most important troop. Yep, it died. Well, our team is now 1 Weaver. Though, luckily, it did create a spider there. What a weird battle. We won, but what a weird battle. I'm pretty sure we won. All he has left is converts. He can't really win. Like, we didn't have that good of a win. But, it's a win. Like, unless he gets a billion... no, he can't even Deathmark kill us all the way. Because, Arachnian Weaver has immune. So even if he gets, like, insane luck, he can't kill through, Weaver at this point. There we go. That very useful, web spinner all the way in the back, doing absolutely nothing with triple damage, skulls. But there we go, a 9,373. Not too bad. Purple Day is probably the easiest one to go 9,600 plus. That was a bit of a safer team that deliberately scores a bit lower. However, have we even lost with it once? I don't feel like we have. It is really good at not losing. Are you the only one excited for the new Star Wars game on Tuesday? Which one is it? You've been hyped for it for about 2 years now? I know there was a few, like, way back from, like, 2 decades ago. That seemed not too bad. I don't think I've ever been too interested in most Star Wars games, though. There was a Star Wars arcade game at one of the places by the boardwalk at the Jersey Shore that I used to play when I was a kid. It was so much fun. But, I don't know, I never really got into Star Wars much. Though it's kind of funny, because if I'm not mistaken, my first game I ever played on a console, like, you know, like a full TV screen console, I believe was actually that one Star Wars racing game, or it was that one Star Wars racing game for the N64. There's actually a Switch port on the eShop for it, though I wanted to play the physical version once we can go get all of our stuff operational. But, yeah, that game's old. But, it's the first game I ever played. If we can't get it working on the N64, I probably will buy the Switch version, because they did make a Switch port for it. A little bit of a pricey Switch port. I think it's like 15 bucks if it's not ever on a sale. But, we'll definitely need to play it. It's the first game I ever played ages back. Came out in like 1997 or 1998 or something. Before the 2000s. Pod Racer? I can't remember what its name was. Though I could easily bring it up real quick. But yeah, this is the first game I ever played. This one right here. Or not the first game I ever played, but the first console game I ever played. Which is among one of the first few games I've ever played. But specifically first console game. I'm pretty sure just doing Star Wars 60... Oh, I can't even spell Star Wars correctly. Star Wars 64. Racing game. Yeah, that one. Let's see. Yeah, that one. There it is. That's not what I wanted. I just want an image of this thing. There it is. Yeah, that one. They made a Switch port for it as well. So if we can ever get the N64 one, there's a Switch port thing. Not sure how good the port is, but there is one. Gosh, why is the image so small? But yeah, it has an interesting mechanic because you actually have like durability on the parts of your ship, which is pretty cool. And you also turn sideways, which is a really fun mechanic. And I'm actually surprised it has never been used in the Mario Kart series. And it even had those dual screens. Remember those? I don't feel like most games do that anymore. Like the multi-dual screen co-op thing. Or not co-op, but you know, when you're doing like racing and other things. Obviously all racing games have that, but you know, like the PvP co-op thing. Whatever you'd call that. Split screen. I'll eventually get the right term. Anyways. Yeah, that was the first console game I ever played. Way back. Anyways, so Guild Wars done. Let's go clear these other things out before I fumble on more words. Let's go get a nice Phoenicia out, clear out these, and go get us. You know what? We need to go run some Paloozas. We have such a pitiful amount of pity keys this time around that I think we're gonna run Paloozas for like the next half an hour. So like running 2 Paloozas. And how about this? Once we get an epic vault key, we'll hand out a code. Though not immediately, or actually, never mind. Simplement's handing out the code today. I forgot. So whenever Simplement decides we're handing out the code, he'll hand it out. Yeah, split screen multiplayer has died. I feel like no games have it these days. Or at least very few. Oh yeah, did I not check the campaign pass? I could have sworn I already bought it. Did I actually forget to buy it? No, I bought it. But yeah, you can see because I have the bottom rewards checked. I ended up getting it. Yep, there it is. With all of its nice little rewards. Nothing too good here. Oh, that's funny. I am a bot title. I almost feel like changing it to that one. Beep boop. That's a pretty funny one. They're gonna ban everyone who changes their title to that. Was I allowed to find? Hello Gimli, hello Jonian, hello J Will, hello Logic Slayer, hello everyone. Welcome. Okay, we'll take that over. But yeah, there's not too many games this year that I'm really hyped for. I'm trying to think. Because the list is pretty small. Like, there's probably only a handful of games I'm like really looking forward to this year. Yep, that's what I want. Though I am curious if some games will get further progress. Like, I'm curious if Darkest Dungeon 2 will actually release this year. Probably not. And I wonder if Fall Guys will ever update itself. It's a live service game, kind of, that hasn't gotten an update in, like, Actually, the easiest way to put it into perspective, they're currently on Season 6 The first several seasons they had were coinciding with Gems of War seasons. Gems of War is on season 9. And they're still on season 6. Yet for the first 4 seasons of Fall Guys / Gems of War, they were both running seasons at pretty much the exact same time, oddly enough. But that is how long it has been since Fall Guys has been doing anything. I'm not sure how they can make so much money and still update at such a slow rate. Because that game sold so absurdly well. Oh, there's our little level up bonus. Oh yeah, I should probably change my medals to be not incorrect. Well, I guess it depends on what we're using. Anyways, let's go do some Paloozas. So this is something I haven't really done much this week. I should probably go do it. We'll do it in Cinemirage. Doesn't really matter too much where I do it in though. Explore 1. Just want to make sure I have my team ready to go. And I still have them saved over here from when we did the video ages back. Ooh, that's not the team I want. Where's my double Iron Hawk? I want this one. Because we need the higher damage range. What about the 9 LEGO Star Wars Complete Saga? I've actually never played any of the LEGO Star Wars games, or any of the LEGO games. Like, I've seen some gameplay of them before. I think I may have, like, when I was much younger, played one of them, I think. Because I have, like, some recollection slightly. I've never owned one of them, though. I was never, like, ultra huge into Legos. Like, I was into them. But, never really got that into them. Oddly enough, I got more into them during college than I did in my childhood. And the main reason for that was because I was doing them a lot at flea markets. And it was something to do while you were selling other stuff, mostly other Legos as well. I was selling a bunch of things, but the main thing that you could tinker with while, you know, waiting there was constructing more Legos, which was convenient. Anyways, yeah, let's just do this team once so it gets saved. And then we'll go throw a Palooza down. Oh yeah, I need a timer for the Palooza, if we're gonna do that. Hey, we get to use the timer again. I feel like I haven't used it in a couple streams. Let me go bring out the nice little timer. How did Guild War go? Oh, it went really well. We just obliterated it on Purple Day. Honestly, I think Purple Day is the easiest Guild War day in the entire game. I don't think there's a single Guild War day easier than Purple. At least in the current state of the game. Actually, that would be a fun poll. What do you guys think is the hardest Guild War day? The only problem with that is it can only have 4 options. So what's the other next easiest one? I'm trying to think. What's the second easiest Guild War day that isn't Purple? Because I want to make a poll for which one's the hardest, but the problem is it only has 4 options. I know for sure Purple isn't. Like, Purple... Yeah, I would say Yellow is probably one of the easier ones, too. It's definitely not as easy as Purple, but it's pretty high up there for how easy it is. So yeah, let's make a poll. Which one's the hardest Guild War day between these 4 colors? Let's see. I feel like Purple's, like, way, way easier compared to Yellow, though. Like, Yellow's still on the easier side. But, yeah, I'll do the 4 colors that aren't Yellow, Purple. Let's see. The main reason why Yellow is so good too is because of Divines. You also have a few good Empower options. There's also a lot of really good Yellow Mythics. I'm looking for... what Guild War color day do you find... I already know which one mine is. Find the hardest. I won't say which one it is, otherwise I'll bias the poll. Blue... red, brown, and green. Okay, I'm gonna exclude yellow. Purple's a no-brainer to exclude. I'm not sure if yellow is the right decision to exclude, though. We'll do it based on that. In attack or defense? Offense. I probably should have clarified. But I mean in offense, not your defense team. Well, when you're actually, like, physically doing the battles. Alright, let's go and, let's go start up a timer. Let's get a Palooza rolling. Because we haven't done a single one all week. And our pity keys show it. Let's see. Where's the Palooza stash? Gosh, we got 52 Paloozas? We definitely got to start using some Paloozas, gosh. That's a good sign we have been barely using them. The number's getting that high. Hey, you wanted to vote for yellow. Yeah, I had to exclude one of them. Unfortunately, YouTube does not allow more than 4 poll options. Wish they did. Wish it went to like 6. Because I feel like we need 5 or 6 options sometimes, but it only has 4. Alright, the one that I thought would win is already winning. I don't even think that was a fair poll. It should have been like every color versus red. I didn't want to say that initially, because I thought it would bias the poll even more than it already is. But yeah, it's already over 50% red. Red Day has notoriously been the hardest Guild War Day for all of time. There's never been a single meta in the entire game where Red Guild War Day was not the hardest, pretty much. For the most part. I would say it is easier to do Red Guild War Day now than it was in the past. Though it is probably still the hardest day, but there are other hard colors too. It also depends on what you have, because there's quite a few good red mythics out there. There's a few red and power options that aren't too bad either. Purple's always the hardest for you, really? Interesting. I don't know, maybe we should do which one's the easiest poll next time. Which would exclude red and probably... What'd be the other color to exclude? I think blue. Yeah, maybe we'll do that tomorrow night then. The easiest Guild War Day, but exclude red and blue. Actually, what is currently the second place? I actually can't see because I can't click on it. Second place is currently brown? Interesting. Wait, blue is actually not getting that much votes. That's interesting. I'm actually surprised blue's at only the lowest at 4%. I personally would consider blue the second hardest day. Like, I consider red the hardest and blue probably the second hardest. But blue has, like, 2 votes right now. Really? Brown is that high? Like, brown's about to take the lead. What's so hard about Brown Day? I'm trying to think. Did we even do Brown Day yet this week? I believe we did. Was that the day? Wait, what day did we go 3-2? Does anyone know? Because I can't check since we're doing a Palooza. What day did we go 3-2 this week? I actually completely forget and I can't check because we're doing a Palooza. So we can't check for another 13 minutes. But does anyone actually recall what day we lost twice? We've only lost on one day. And I completely forget what color day it was. Oh yeah, blue only has 1 vote right now. That's kind of funny. No good brown cleanse. You don't need cleanse normally though. Also, Gorgultha's a good brown cleanse. It's only for itself. But you can cleanse Gorgultha, you can cleanse your hero. Because there's hero classes that have it on cleanse, so that's half your team already. Both of which will be tanks as well. Gorgultha in first, your hero in second. So you already just cleansed half your team. There's also Orpheus Medal, which unless they're running a stun with it, you can just use it off of Orpheus. Have I said that brown is the hardest in the past? I'm pretty sure I've always said red is the hardest. Brown is a harder day, I would say. So I don't think I've ever said brown was the hardest. I pretty much always say red. So am I just that bad at blue Guild War days? Oh yeah, it was blue that I lost to. Am I just naturally bad at blue Guild War? Because I honestly feel like blue's the second hardest. Like red I consider the hardest, blue the second hardest. But based on our current poll, no one thinks blue is hard. What do you guys run on blue Guild War day? It's literally the only day I lost all week. And I have pretty much always considered it the second hardest color. Like, there's been some metas where I would consider it pretty much almost as hard as red. Because if I had to order them, I'd probably say red is the hardest. Blue is the second hardest. Brown is third. Green fourth. Yellow fifth. And then purple's the easiest. That's probably the order I'd place it in. Yeah, you do have Forest Troll and a double Truffle into Mirage Queen. But the problem with that is what if they run Freeze though? Because Elementalist with double Empower. Because the big issue I find with running Forest Troll double Truffle, even though it literally has an infinite damage loop, is it fails against double Empower with Freeze. Like if they're running Elementalist with double Empower, you basically just lose. Even if you have, even if you put a Beatrix in there to try to counter it, it just gets stunned, frozen, and then you're dead. Because it's not necessarily that the blue team compositions are bad, it's just their hard counters are really good. Like the hard counters for like a double Truffle team are very, very prevalent in Blue Day. Because almost every team being used is a double Empower, because that's how we even lost twice on that day. Because almost every team is a double Empower Freeze team. Because a lot of blue troops only have immune to Freeze, not Impervious, necessarily. Which gets hard countered by the Stun Freeze. Yeah, I used to try one Truffle, one Beatrix. Until it got stunned and it's like, oh yeah. Like, pretty much since Elementalist has existed, I don't run it. Like, ever. Because Elementalist just hard counters it so hard. Especially if they're running Book. Like, Elementalist Book, double Empower on Blue Day. You're just dead. Like, if you're running an Infinite Loop team, you're just dead the second they start before you. Like, you'll win a lot of battles to, like, 9,600. You know, like, Guild War weeks with it. But then there will be a week where you'll just lose, like, 3 times. Because the entire guild is running the same, like, double Empower Book team. And they just get lucky multiple times over. They should run a Guild War week where it is impossible to run Empower. I would love to see what teams actually get used. Like, literally a ban on every troop with an Empower ability. Swift would still be allowed. But any that specifically have Empower, like full mana start, you wouldn't be able to use. That would be a really interesting Guild War week. Because it would change up the meta, like, completely. Because almost every Guild War team, particularly defense side, more so, use an Empower option. Well, especially to defend. Like, I'd really love to see what the defend teams wound up being if every single Empower was banned. I wish they did have a bit more of rule sets for PvP like that. Just to change things up a little. Haircut when? I was actually considering doing one today. I didn't end up getting one yet today, though. I'm probably just shaving it all off. That tends to be how I do my grooming. Is I let it grow out. And then when I don't want it anymore, it just all comes off. That's pretty much how my hair works. As we grow it out until whenever. And then it all comes off. But I was going to today and then just didn't get around to it. Got preoccupied with a few other things. But my beard's almost growing like quicker than my head hair these days. Like, I'm pretty sure it's longer. Like, my head here is probably like an inch right now. This is definitely longer than an inch. Eventually we'll have a gigantic beard. No. I don't get how some people can grow it out like that long. I don't think my beard has ever been longer than like 3 inches, maybe. It's also weird because it's kind of similar to my head here, where it like curls when it gets longer. Because all my hair just naturally seems to curl for whatever reason. Like, it never grows out straight. Always has, like, a weird curve to it. It doesn't when it's, like, much shorter. But the bigger it just gets, like, all curly. I actually have a really funny picture of me when I was in middle school. Like, it almost looks like an afro, even though it wasn't, like, that. Or almost like a perm. I'm not sure what you'd call it. I think perm's the right word? I don't know. But, it almost looked like one of those, like, 80s things. Where you have, like, that gigantic circular ball on your head. Or whatever you'd call that haircut. Like, that's what it looked like, even though it wasn't fashioned that way at all. It's just how it naturally grew in when it got, like, ultra long. It's pretty funny. It's basically just a perfectly circular ball twirled here. Yeah, Afro is the right one. Oh, hello, Ricardo. Welcome. Also, hello, Modmark. You remember when I had shoulder length hair? Yeah, we haven't grown it out for quite some time. I'm not sure when I will again. There's just a lot to manage when it gets longer. Which makes me prefer when it's shorter. You do not have to deal with it as much when it's shorter. I also find it helps with allergy seasons as well. Because whenever pollen is very thick, sometimes it gets like caught up in the hair. And then you're like allergic all day because, you know, it's like slightly stuck in your hair until you take a shower or something. Which is very annoying. But if you have like ultra short hair, that doesn't happen. Or at least it's less likely to happen to a lesser degree. Less here for it to get caught in. What, did I not say hello to Cookie? Well, hello, Cookie, by the way. Oh, you know what else I picked up while I was out? I saw it and it was like, oh, I gotta go for it. Because I haven't had them in so long. What are they called? Little Debbie's? Those little black chocolate things with like the white, almost like marshmallow cream in the middle. They're so good. I was just randomly going by and it's like, oh, yeah, I kind of need to. I had a random sweet tooth, so I was like, yeah, that'll work. There's not too many chocolate things I can have, so when I do see something I can have while I'm in the mood for it, it's like, oh, I gotta get it. You know what's one weird thing I normally can't have, though they're so good? Those oatmeal things with like those white cream in the middle. They are so good. But most brands I can't have because they're processed with nuts. There's actually a lot of granola-like things that are like that, or oatmeal-like things. But particularly like granola bars, there's almost none I can have. Because almost all of them are processed in a factory that produces nuts. Oh, that was our last one, wasn't it? Oops. Oh no! I didn't do the timer correctly! Even though we had it right there. Not too big a deal, we don't lose that much loot. Gosh, you could tell we're rusty on Paloozas. Ah, there we go. But yeah, it was a Guild War, Blue Guild War day that we lost, wasn't it? That's kind of funny. Because I do consider that my second worst Guild War day. And guess what? It's the only one we lost all week. Blue Guild War. I'm still very surprised Blue Guild War is the least voted on. I feel like if red wasn't an option, blue would be higher. Because I feel like anyone who doesn't like Red Guild War doesn't like Blue Guild War. They're kind of like the two that go together. But red is definitely harder than blue. So when you only have one option, it's harder to tell. It's kind of like if we did which one is the easiest. Because I personally feel like purple would be spiked a lot higher. But it'll take away from other ones that could be considered easy. Like for example, if you did which one was the easiest, but excluded purple, I'm pretty sure yellow would have a really high percent. Maybe even green. Green has some interesting options. But like it would be a competition between yellow and green. Whereas if you included purple, I'm pretty sure it would just like blow them out. It would leave one of them at a very low number. Because a lot of things you can run on green day, you can actually run on purple day, oddly enough. There's quite a few viable green purples that both have color overlap that work better on purple day than they do on green. And the main reason for that is anything that creates green that you can also use on purple day works better on purple day, because on green day they're most likely hard countering you, whereas on purple day it's less likely you get hard countered on green. So a lot of the purple a lot of purples that can create green function better on purple day than they do on green day, which is one of the other reasons why I would consider purple to be easier, even though they have some of the same strategies, or at least some possible same strategies, because of how many green-purple overlaps there are. Anyways, let's go run another Palooza. How have I been doing? Pretty good. Ooh, yeah, switch rolls are pretty nice. It's funny, you run Life and Death on Yellow Defend. You find Divine Ishbala Yellow Skull Spam, the best counter to Life and Death. Do I not use Divine Ishbala Quillen as one of my defense? Did I change that? Oh no, I still use it. I use it on Purple Day though. Oh yeah, I run it on Yellow Day. Honestly, that one did the best. It's funny, you run Life and Death on Yellow Defend. You find Divine Ishbala Quillen Skull Spam, the best counter to Life and Death. Well, it won the most out of anyone this week. It went 2-3. That's not much data to go by, but it has the highest win rate out of any of them. The main reason it works is the problem with a Divine Ishbala Quillen team is a Divine Ishbala Quillen team will never have Divine Ishbala nor Quillen in first slot. And because they won't have it in first slot, one or the other will be damageable by Life and Death Weaver. So if Life and Death Weaver gets up quick enough, it actually just completely destroys Divine Ishbala team. Normally when you're using offensively, that's not going to happen, but if the Empower gets lucky enough, it will. Because a Divine Ishbala Quillen team's never... Like one of them's going to be hittable by Life and Death Weaver. Normally the Quillen. Though it depends what order people order it in. I personally do a Divine Ishbala Quillen in that order. Though some people might do it the other way around. But regardless, one of them should be in third slot or fourth. Most likely third. Because you would never put either of them in first slot. Unless you were really just trying to counter whatever team you're going up against. But it is pretty much never a thing, running Divine Ishbala or Quillen in first. They're normally second or third. Or second and fourth or something similar. Anyways, let's go run into Palooza. I haven't really been running much lately. And I do actually want to get a few of them in. The good old Palooza. Actually, this will bring us exactly to 50. Which means we need to go back to Mimics after this. Let's get them going again. Let's get them rolling. I love the music that they have for this. I really wish they would do that more for various game modes. I feel like I mention that every Vault weekend. The bears repeating every time. Not like the devs are listening right now. I should probably go spam it to them every single week. Or every month when they do. Though these days we have been getting a Vault event every month. But I really wish every game mode that ever gets added has its own unique theme. Because currently only Treasure Hunt and Palooza have their own theme. Which is weird because there's so many game modes in this game. Yet only 2 of the multiple dozens have a music track for them. Oh, hello, Bill Warhammer, welcome. Oh yeah, Simpleman's handing out the code. I'm not sure when. Let's see. Ring Fit Adventure has made a foodie out of us, I know, right? Wouldn't that be funny if we gain weight while doing that game? Oh no, I've been quite in the munchy mood lately. I'm not sure why. Maybe it's stress eating? What am I stressed about? Maybe I'm just stress eating. It is a Guild War week after all. Those are pretty stressful. Yeah, I do have max damage, life, and death Weaver, which might be one of the reasons why it works a little bit more effectively. Because we have as high as damage as you can pretty much have on it. For the most part, other than buying a little bit extra magic, because I only buy it at tier 3 for Guild War. But as far as like all the other stats that you get from kingdoms and stuff, we pretty much have it as max as you can go. I don't have any level 20 kingdoms, but almost no one has a level 20 kingdom. Like you would have to have bought in like nearly every deed that has ever been in the shop to have a level 20 kingdom realistically. Like very few people do. Oh no, I'm not going to give any hints to what the code is. Until you hand it out. So what was your thing that you mentioned for it? Because I didn't actually see the post. Oh, Supplement just made it a funny one. I see what he did there. Hey, we got a curse gnome. Or I think I see what he did there. I actually don't fully remember what the code is. Let me go paste it right here. I'm not going to post it in the chat, though. Yeah, I see what he did. I feel like someone will figure that out. The problem is the way that you typed it, I'm not sure it's going to be really obvious. But preemptively knowing what the code partially was, I kind of know what you went for. I wonder if anyone's actually going to guess that correctly. Jamie guessed 8 foot. The first two are correct. Sounds like a boggle or a ward play. It's actually a really obvious one. The problem is the way he, like, mentioned it, I think it's less obvious. But yeah, I will say that E and F is correct. It starts with EF. That might give a bit of a hint. But those two were correct. T is not correct for the third letter, though. It feels like we're playing Hangman. No hints? They're never gonna get it. Hangman with one comment. We'll let them try. Jamie got close. Yep, Jamie got it. But yeah, saying EF probably gave it away too much. Because that's why I was saying it was hard to tell from the starting point. Because if you knew like 8 was the starting point, like it'd be kind of obvious what it was. I feel like without that information, that could have taken forever though. I know, I said too much. I had a feeling it'd be near impossible. Without knowing that 8 was the start point, though. Or, like, the important feature. Because you'd have no way to know where to start from the thing. We should go give Jamie 2 codes now. Hey, Supplement, do you want me to say happy birthday to you, by the way? Can't remember if you want me to or not. Yeah, we probably said too much for the hint, though. Yeah, the Dracula was definitely a weird one in it. Oh, since it's been posted, here you guys go. Here's the link, by the way. There it is. Oh, we could sing for you? Okay, everyone, let's sing happy birthday to Supplementa. For the 4th time here on the channel. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Supplement. I just forgot it's still a Vault event right now, isn't it? Hey, a mimic. Happy birthday to you. Yay. And for your birthday, let's go get a mimic. Hold up. For your birthday, I will gift you this horde mimic somehow. Where's my team? I'm just gonna run like Zugoff, I guess. Oh no, does it even matter? We're currently in a Palooza right now. I kind of forgot we even were. Happy birthday, Supplement. This mimic's for you. It feels weird fighting 4 gnomes here. Because normally this would be 4 mimics, of course. But we're currently in a Palooza. That would be a weird birthday present. We'll get a horde mimic for you. Unfortunately, we can't gift it to you. Let's see, do we actually get it? Probably not. Nope. Nope. Double Yasmin, gosh. Well, we tried. It tried to give us something. It failed miserably. We hope you had a good birthday today, Supplement. Archie, I should say, I hope you have a good birthday today. Because today's not actually your birthday. Technically, it's tomorrow. Well, not tomorrow, but in the sense that it's early morning for you right now, isn't it? So your birthday kind of like just started. So happy start of your birthday. Because for my time zone, it's tomorrow. But yeah, it's like 3 a.m. for you. So it's like right at the beginning of your birthday. So happy start of your birthday. Hope it goes well later today. Because your birthday pretty much just started. Also, when do you get sleep? You have like a sleep schedule of Genki or Isabel. Does anyone who watch my channel have a sleep schedule? I'm starting to think that's not. Should I go make a poll? Because I feel like the answer would be more people not having any sleep schedule than people having any sleep schedule. I kind of want to poll it. You know what? I'm going to get rid of the current poll we have. I'm making a sleep schedule poll. Do you have any, like, regular amount of sleep schedule? I'm not sure how to word it. Let's see. How do I end this current poll? Let's see. I'm not sure how to word this. Do you go to sleep at a similar time every night? Let's see. I think that's the closest way I can word it in a way that works. Do you go to bed at a similar time every day? Yes, no. I think that kind of works, I think. Do you go to bed at a similar time every day? I'm willing to make a bet that is like 70% no. Oh no, we'll find out. I think the wording on that works, kind of. I think the more interesting one, though maybe not this stream, but do a poll on like what time of day do you go to bed normally if you do go to bed at like somewhat a similar time? Because I feel like the numbers will be all over the place. I'm not even sure if we could properly even like poll it. Because the range would be so wide. Your poll answer is what is sleep? That would be the no. You'd be under the no category. Yeah, I'm not sure how to word that question in a way that would work. I think that gives the general idea of it, though. Yes, no, and I wish. Nine PM to 4 AM is when you normally go to bed. Interesting. I do find when I go to bed earlier, I can wake up a lot earlier. Well, obviously. If you go to bed earlier, you wake up a lot earlier. But, I feel like whenever I go to bed, like, immediately after the stream, I can pretty consistently wake up at around, like, 4-ish or so. Oh, I hope you get better, Isabel. Sorry to hear about that. Thanks for stopping by as always. Greatly appreciated. Hope you get better. Yeah, I personally can almost never catch Genki streams either. Like, she's normally in that exact in-between time when I'm never awake. Because I'm either, like, just going to bed or still sleeping every time she streams. Oh, I keep forgetting to do the timer. We might as well just not even have a timer. If I'm gonna keep forgetting to do the 15-minute timer every time. Anyways, let's go do some gnomes. Oh yeah, I forgot to update the number. We got some number updating to do. Wait, that's weird. Why is this selecting it but not letting me change it? That's weird. I'll change it this way then. Oh, because I don't have the field unlocked. I see. I have it locked. No, they paywalled the feature. No, I was kidding. Actually, this program has literally 0 paywalled feature. It's all open source. But no, I had the layer locked, which is why it wouldn't auto-select it. But yeah, let me actually keep that layer unlocked then, and lock the other one. Because now whenever I click on it... Wait, that doesn't work? Huh, that's weird. Wait, do I have the whole thing locked? No, that's weird. So I specifically have to have it targeted in my field for it to work. Interesting. Anyways, that's just a back-end thing. It's a nice feature that lets you edit the text without having to bring up the big text box thing. However, it only works when you have the field selected, specifically in the Sources tab, rather than selected in your Preview tab, which kind of throws me off, because it's selected, but it's not like selected. You like have it half selected. Because you can have it selected where you click on it, but you can also have it selected where you are in the actual source of where it is. Like, there's 3 different layers to it. And the other one, you have to go through, like, all 3 layers to get to it. But this one, you have to go, like, double layer in. It's weird. Which is still less to have to go through. But still weird that you can't just click on it and then edit it. Kind of like how you would in, like, Photoshop or, you know, some other program. But it's nice in between because you don't have to bring up the big bulky menu to go edit it. There's this little nice little side tab where you could do it. Please know how to say Genki's and Tyrian's name. So Tyrian is Tyrian, and Genki is Genki. I am pretty sure. Isn't it Genki? Is Genki correct? I'm pretty sure that's pretty close. I'm pretty sure it's Genki. Though nothing in my mind can ever make me pronounce that combination of words that way. Like, even if I know that's how to pronounce it, I can't, like, look at that word and pronounce it that way. Kind of like Tyrian. Like, nothing in my mind processes that as Tyrian. Hello, NASA. Welcome. Do repetition 1,000,000 times. If you go to bed after 1 a.m., night is the same time. It's like 5 a.m., but still after 1 a.m. Yeah, I do feel like at a certain point, it's like it almost doesn't even matter how much you stay up for. Though I do feel like there's a certain point if you go like too far, where you're just gonna crash the entire day. Like if you stay up past 7 a.m., you're not doing anything during that day, pretty much. But if you go to bed at like 4 a.m., you'll probably still wake up at a reasonable time. Like probably before noon. How do I pronounce Ro and Annie? Ro and Annie. Oh yeah, I say Rowan. Or Rowan. But Ro and Annie I say separately. There's a lot of weird ones I do weirder. Like similar to like Arceus for Pokemon Legends Arceus. I say Arceus, but I believe it's actually Arceus and not Arceus. Because if you say Arc, it's Arc, not Arce. So if you combine it together, it should be Arceus, not Arceus. But when combined together, it just seems like it's Arceus and not Arceus. But obviously you would say Arc as Arc. I think the most complicated one would be if someone had water in their word. Like water bottle. Water. I still do not know how to say water like a normal person. I don't know, everyone always says I say water weirdly. To such a degree, I'm not even sure what the correct pronunciation is. Yeah, that's something I haven't been keeping track of on a lot of events lately. I haven't been keeping track of Volky. Because I normally judge it based on about how much pity we get. Because you can kind of judge how many keys you got based on how much pity you got. That's never an exact number, but it gives you, excuse me, a good guesstimation. Without actually having to ever count a single one. But yeah, I feel like as we keep getting more and more resources, I feel less of a need to grind a vault event. Well, it's still insanely good to do so. We have gotten to the point where the return on, ooh, investment's not as good. 2 mimics this stream. Our luck is turning around. 2 mimics in an hour. Can we finally get a 5 times horde mimic? Will our pain and suffering finally be over? Probably not. Very doubtful. High amount of doubt. Yep, the doubt is successful. We have gotten Yasmin's, or Orpheus's, I mean. We got Yasmin's earlier. Ah, there we go. We are officially at 40 chests. Well, technically 44. Double 4s. But it's kind of weird. So if I click on the field like this, notice I'm moving this text right now. While I'm doing this and moving it like this and moving it like this with the arrow keys, I cannot actually change the text field. And now there's 2 layers deeper we can go. Even though I can move it how I want and everything, I can't change the text. However, if I click on it in my sources, I can now change the text. So I can now be like this and be like, ooh, 40. Boom, 40. But I can still move it too. Like, I can still move it around. Oh, wait, no, I can't. Okay, maybe that's why they have it like that. I see. So when I'm in this other thing, I actually can't move it around. So that kind of makes sense. And then you can also bring up the big menu and change it, though that one, luckily, I do not actually need to go into, which is a nice feature with this program. Because the other one, you actually have to go into that menu to change it. I see kind of why they have it like that, then. Because the arrow keys actually move you through the sources tab rather than moving the output thing. That kind of makes sense. Also, I'm pretty sure that's not centered anymore. Oh, well. Looks centered enough. Is that centered? It's somewhere close to centered. It's probably 1 pixel off, which will drive me crazy. Why did I do that? I probably should hit the one who has impervious. We still haven't seen one since early in the week. Yeah, we went, in the last week, we went 4.5 hours without one, and then about 1.5 hours without one. But then we got 2 in an hour, and 2 in an hour earlier this week. So that kind of made up for it. We're still a bit below average as far as overall luck. But we had a couple lucky hours make up for it. Even though we had a couple chained of multiple hours that were really unlucky. We're still towards the unluckier side, but some of our luck made up for it. Yeah, we're almost at 50 chests. That's technically the halfway mark. We're not any closer than when we started. But in theory, we are halfway there at 50 chest rolls. If we get exactly at odds. Though, in us getting more of them, it doesn't bring us any closer than how far we already were. We're always the same distance away. Which is one really annoying thing about a lot of RNG things within games. That don't have a pity system in any way, shape, or form. Have you not heard of Hooked on Phonics? Oh yeah, that's funny. Hey, we got a verse 2 as well. But I have heard about it. I'm so bad at those. I remember them in school. I'm so horrifically bad at those things. Which is kind of weird, because I'm actually kind of decent at writing, just not good at talking. Because writing you can break down to a formula. Talking you can't. It just requires a bunch of mouth movement. Whereas words you can, like, mathematically figure... Well, you know, like, not mathematically, but... Well, some things you could. But, you know, like, there's a formula to which you can form a sentence, to which you could form a paragraph, to which you can format your sentence and paragraph and everything in between. You can't do that with talking. Like, there's a really definitive, like, rule set to writing. Whereas with talking, it is weird. Like, anything that's, like, a solid, like, path to get to your answer, I like. So, like, things like writing, science, math, and anything that has, like, it's up to interpretation to how on earth you end up doing it correctly. Like history, what other subjects? But, like, any of, like, the super subjective ones, I'm, like, so bad at. But any of them that are, like, super formulaic, I'm pretty decent at. That's pretty much was my skill set in school. Anything that had any amount of formula or skill set where you could improve on, I was good at. Anything that was, like, learn random info, I was not good at. Let's see. We'll take that down. Though I am pretty decent at multiple choice. To such a degree where I can have no understanding of the subject matter and probably still score at least like an 80%. Just because it's actually pretty easy to, especially if it's like your teacher who's making the quiz. But even like the standardized tests, like there's some really, really obvious ways that some of them are structured that you can get the answer out of. Even if they're trying to, like, switch it up to make it not as obvious. Like, 4-choice, multiple choice, even though in theory you have, like, a 25% chance of guessing the right answer, I feel like with enough strategy, you can get at least a 60% knowing literally nothing. With a 1 in 4 chance. Or, you know, with a 4-choice system. 5-choice systems is where things start to break down, though. But with a 4-choice system, it's actually pretty predictable in most things, on most structures. At least to a degree where you can at least double that 25% to 50%. Even with literally zero knowledge on what on earth it is. Which is how I got all A's and all A's and B's. There were very few times I did all A's, though. Let's see. Mostly because of history. I feel like that was like a subject I like perpetually got B's in. I remember you played Among Us in one stream, and you said this month is the anniversary. So how about playing Goose Goose Duck this time? for the 5-year, 6-year. I really need to figure out what year it is. I think it's 5-year anniversary of the channel. I want to say 6 though, but maybe it is 5. Yeah, I think it was 5 because it was 2017, I believe. And this would be 5 years if it was 2017. Which means, gosh, we've been doing this. Half of this channel's life cycle has been during the pandemic then. Right? Almost. Yeah, that means almost half the life cycle of this channel would have been during pandemic times. Interesting. I was hoping that would be a mimicked. I've been getting so much luck. Really hoping we could have gotten another there. We haven't gotten a triple mimic stream in a while. Like even the last time I got a lot of mimic luck, it was just a double, not a triple, kind of like this stream. The only problem with a game like Goose Goose Duck is any social game I tend to not like. Any game with any amount of social interaction. Sounds absolutely horrible. Oh, it was 2016, so yeah, this is the 6-year anniversary then. Haha. I was gonna say 5 doesn't sound high enough. Yeah, it is a 6-year anniversary. Yeah, Gems of War has like some social elements, but it's very disconnected from it, so it's not like that big a deal. I feel like I'm a hard person to socialize with as well. There's been like very, 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 very few people who I've ever met who I feel like I could socialize well with. Like very few. Like we're talking less than a dozen in my entire lifetime where I felt like I could really socialize well with someone. Hey, we got an Anu there. Which leads to a lot of awkward silences. Because I'm like a naturally quiet person. So for people who like need like a little bit more socialization, I'm like kind of awkward around. Because by default I'm like super not sociable. Like at all. Like if you don't count this stream, there are days I go without saying a single word. There are like weeks and months I go without saying a single word. If you completely ignore every word I say on the stream. Or during videos. You don't even need words to do shopping anymore. Because the Walmart on my corner actually has those scan things. I really hate the scan things. I'd rather just say nothing to a cashier. Or just the standard hello. Like, I don't mind that. Like, sometimes when you walk by people, they say hello. Like, you know, when you're, like, jogging or walking to a place. And you're walking by them on a street side. Do they have to be around my age? I don't know. I think Defiant and I, we kind of chatted pretty well. I do feel like most of the people who I have done it with were closer to my age. And I think we chatted pretty well. But yeah, Defiant, do you actually still live in Chicago? I know you were mentioning you were maybe going to be moving from that area. Because I might be down there again later this year. I still don't know for sure. But if I am, we should meet up again. That'd be fun. Even if it's just for a couple hours. Because I might be back in that area a bit later this year. No current plans yet, though. Oh, so I always call the entirety of that state Chicago. I'm not sure why. Like, you could be in, like, the absolute border of, what's that state called? Illinois, I think? Like, you could be on, like, the absolute exact opposite side of the state from where Chicago is. And I pretty much just call the entire state Chicago. Like, I don't know that state is Illinois. I just call it Chicago. It doesn't matter if someone's actually in Chicago or not. I just know that state as Chicago. I feel like I would feel the same way about New Jersey if you mostly stuck around the Atlantic City area. Because if you go to New Jersey and just stuck around the Atlantic City area, you'd probably just associate like New Jersey with Atlantic City, which I think is what I kind of did with Illinois to Chicago. Because I wouldn't be surprised if there are people that do that for the entirety of New Jersey relative to Atlantic City. You're moving mid-June? Oh, nice. I won't be able to see you again then. I'll still be able to see you on stream, if nothing else. But yeah, I'm probably not going to be up there that early. Like, if I'm going to be up there, it's probably going to be closer to July, I think. Or maybe, like, literally in June, in which case you'd probably be busy moving. But I currently have nothing planned. So I assume it's gonna be later this year, I'm not sure. Because I don't do it every year. So far I haven't traveled anywhere this year though. Oh, unless you count the seeing family at the beginning of this year. Last year I went twice. Oh no, was it 3 times? No, it was twice. Oh yeah, Defiant's actually the only person from our stream who's ever met us. No one else has yet. Mostly because we never go, like, anywhere. I travel very little. I travel very, very, very little. They called the whole area Chicagoland. Yeah, I still plan to travel to Europe at some point. I still never been. The furthest out of the United States I've ever been is Canada, which doesn't really count. It's basically just the upper half of the United States with better healthcare. It's like the colder, better healthcare area of the United States. Because honestly, a lot of things about Canada, if you're like visiting it, like it feels just like America. Like there isn't too much like different compared to some cities in America. It feels very familiar. Is there another color for a lobster than red? Don't they come in a couple different colors? The other colors are really rare though. But a lobster can be other colors. It's just red is by far the most common. It's like trying to find a shiny in Pokemon nuts. Though it almost literally is. Because upwards of like 99% are red, but then there's like a few other colors of them. At a very, very ultra low chances. Gotta find a shiny lobster in the water. But no, lobsters are other colors than red. Though it is extremely rare mutation. Yeah, there's blue lobsters. I think there's yellow lobsters. Let's see, how common... What are the odds of finding a shiny blue lobster in the wild? Let's see. Google... what percent of lobsters are blue? I believe this is a decimal. What percent of lobsters are blue? About 1 in every 2 million lobsters. So the shiny odds on lobsters in real life is 1 in 2 million. I think there's an even rarer color than blue though. I can't remember what color it is. What colors do lobsters come in? What other shinies do they have? What colors can lobsters be? Molten brown color, sometimes strange orange or blue. It doesn't give me the odds. I'm pretty sure there's a color even rarer than blue. Okay, white is the rarest. Okay, so they have 2 shiny variants. Blue is 1 in 2 million. I think there was one that was like 1 in 10 million or something. Maybe that's white. Those are some pretty bad shiny odds. Definitely not worth hunting for. What is my shiny dex percent in the other game? I want to say 94. It's hard to pinpoint a number because I didn't bother counting everyone. I just keep guesstimating it. We might stream it tomorrow. I kind of like doing it every weekend. To such a degree, when we get close to completing that, I might even go revisit Sword and Shield. I lucked into a little bit on April Fool's Day. Just out of curiosity, like, what has this game done in 2.5 years since then? And I kind of forgot. There's a whole DLC that they added, and I never even bothered buying it yet. So I might finally get around to playing that DLC. And trying out competitive Pokemon again. I'm not sure if we would ever get seriously into competitive Pokemon, though. Like, the amount of breeding you have to do is so tedious. Like, you have to spend a couple hundred hours just to make a proper team. Though I'm hoping next generation makes it even easier. Sword and Shield made it a bit easier. Pokemon Legends Arceus, if it ever has home compatibility to one of the mainline games, it makes it absurdly easy. So if somehow next generation makes it even easier than that, competitive Pokemon would actually be viable to do as a casual player. Because the biggest thing kind of bottlenecking it is getting your hands on options that are not horrible. Because of how long it takes to train them all. But something like Pokemon Legends Arceus made it blazing quick. Like, you can get an optimal team in, like, an hour. Let's see. Let's take that over. Like, even getting an optimal team in Gems of War is quicker than in the mainline Pokemon games. Because I would say in Sword and Shield it takes, like... Because you need a team of 6. And I would say each take approximately an hour. So that's 6 hours. To get an optimal team in Gems of War, I guess it's hard to calculate out exactly how long the keys would take, though. Because if you're doing it during a vault event, it's not that long at all. If you're talking about, like, normally, then it depends, like, how much you're playing each day. But if you're talking about, like, the trait stones and stuff, it normally only takes about an hour per thing. So it's, like, under 4 hours. And if you count orange orbs, it's even less than that. Like, as far as, like, getting things fully traded, sold, and all that. I guess you would also have to worry about copies, but that's more of, like, a long-term goal. And a lot of high-rarity stuff don't even need it anyways. Also, there's ways to bypass it, like Orb of Ascension. Because everything that's really important, like Mythics and Legends, like a Legend just needs a single blue orb, and the other ones are already there. Like, you get a hand on a Mythic, like, it's pretty much already ready to go. Just give it a little bit of traits, throw maybe an orange orb on it, and then boom. Souls obviously aren't much. Gems of War actually used to have shiny cards. I wish they would bring it back. It was a pretty fun mechanic, and then it was completely removed for no reason. Do I even save all the Pokemon? Yes. I have saved every shiny I have ever gotten in every Pokemon game. Though in all fairness, that is pretty much only Pokemon Legends Arceus. Do I have any screenshots of shiny cards back in the day in Gems of War? Yes. However, not on this computer. But yes, I do. I'm not sure what the easiest way to bring it over to this computer would be. I would have to go dig them up, log into Steam on the other thing, figure out where on earth they are in the file system, drag them out, and then bring it up on screen. It would take like 5 minutes, though we could. I can't even look back at like one of my old videos either, because I believe by the time I even started covering videos, shiny cards didn't exist. Oh, you know how we might be able to see a shiny card? Let's go all the way back to key openings. Remember those key openings that existed back before the current system does? Oh, what? I'm going to Gems of War. I want to go to YouTube. Then we go onto our channel. Oh, that's not how you spell YouTube, is it? Let's see. Let's go to our channel. Leave a like on it. But no, there we are. Okay, let me go to my channel. Let's go to videos, oldest. Oldest. Oh, yeah, I still haven't finished Triangle Strategy. We should probably go do that. We should probably finish watching that movie called Triangle Strategy. Here we go. We should probably be able to see it here. Remember version 1.05? Anyone? Probably almost no one. This video has only 8 likes. The other one got a lot more attention because gold keys were a lot more easier to get. These keys compared to magic keys that were way harder. But yeah, we should be able to see a shiny card here. Oh, I think we could already see it there. The shiny border. So for example, right there is a shiny card. It's on a common right there. It basically just has a different border. But notice how it has like a golden border and everything. But yeah, that was basically the shinies then. I want to see the actual shiny animation though. I'm not sure if we're going to. I should probably put it on like 2 times speed. Play back 2 times. I want to see the shiny animation. Oh yeah, if I'm not mistaken, you can actually get legendaries off these keys. Also, when I get to the stream deck working, we need to have the thing that says legendary. I don't think it's actually used anywhere in the game anymore. But I want to have a button that says legendary. Hopefully we get one here. So if I show the magic keys, we could probably do... Actually, I should probably go to the magic key one. I'm trying to see if we can get a shiny here. Come on, get a shiny. Come on, me in the past. Go get a shiny. Yeah, we might have better odds if we do magic keys. I'm not sure if they actually had better odds. I assume they would have, though. Yeah, let's go do magic key opening. Let's see. How do I get out of here? I want to go back. Give me the magic keys. I'll also probably get a legendary here. I would assume so. Come on, I want to see the shiny animation. There's an epic. Good old Tyree. Come on, give us an epic. I mean, give us a legendary or a shiny. I can't remember if it actually says like shiny or what is it says, or foil or whatever it does. I'm actually not sure. It should happen though. There's no way we go 120 keys and get 0 of them. Because these are like almost like gym keys these days. So like not getting a legend from this many would be like criminal. There we go, I was gonna say. There it is. Oh yeah, here's the legendary text by the way too. The legendary sound. Is it used anywhere in the game these days? I don't think it is. Or it might be when you do like a really big cascade. Also the ultra rare stakes. Ultra rare. The ultra rare. Legendary. There it is. That's not a foil, or that's not a shiny. There we go. Oh yeah, I also screenshotted all of them just as proof. Always got it for the rare stuff. I've been doing that in Pokemon Legends Arceus lately too. Just because there's so many hacked ones and everything. But I also did it in this game just in case it ever got lost or deleted or something. So I'd have a screenshot of it. But yeah, have we seen a single shiny one yet? I'm trying to see if we can ever get the animation showing. I can't even remember what it looks like. We had a good old days of Gems of War. Back when the game kind of wasn't complete, though it kind of was. Was that another legend or shiny? I'm actually not sure. I think it's a legend. Legendary. Oh, we got Gloomleaf. Well, it didn't load in, but we got a Gloomleaf. Is that a legend? No, that was just a legend again. Yeah, I'm not sure if we saw a single shiny animation thingy. Oh, there's a good old Gorgolfa. Anyways, and there's an ad. Anyways. What year is that video? 2015. Back in ancient times. When the game was only a few months old. But yeah, those are the ancient times of Gems of War. Almost prehistoric. How did the shiny mechanic work in Gems of War? There was a random odds that you would get it in any key opens. And then if you got one, they were just all shiny. So for example, if you got one shiny, you could put your whole team as 4 shinies, assuming you had 4 copies of it. Like, it basically activated on the card if it was shiny or not shiny. And at the time, there was like 100 of them. Because that's about how many were in the game at the time. Or, you know, every single card had it. Eventually, they just completely removed it from the game, though. But I would love to see it come back. Even if they made some kind of weird, grindy way to go get them. Like, I would love to see them come back. Even if it's fully cosmetic as well. It just gives it, like, some kind of animation thing. Like, maybe a different animation when it has full mana. Or something similar. While also having, like, maybe a slightly different border. Or, like, what if you had, like, a nice gold outline around these lines right here? Around, like, the teal line, the red line here. And it just had like a slightly different animation over top of the thing. Like, they wouldn't need to do much. Yeah, 11/25/15. So that was a year after launch then. So that was 1 year after the game launched. Oh, Simpleman, you mean in Legends Arceus? Yeah, I am starting to get to the point where I've almost ran out of room in my inventory. I was kind of hoping it would get Pokemon Home compatibility at some point, which it is, probably. However, the previous game still hasn't gotten it. And there's a chance that it won't get it until, like, summer. And by then, I won't have enough storage. I was going to strike a deal with Isabel so she could hold all my stuff, but it would take so long to give it to her. Just to store. But that was kind of the game plan. Because she has a lot of storage remaining. But that was kind of going to be our hotfix for it. Just trade it all to Isabel. And she had to leave the stream. She got sick. Hopefully she'll get better. Probably from lack of sleep. Speaking of which, our poll is almost 50-50 on if anyone actually has a proper sleep schedule. Speaking of which, we should probably end soon. Because I do want to get to bed at a somewhat half-reasonable time. So we'll probably call it after this next chest. Hopefully it'll be a Mimic. We haven't gotten a triple Mimic stream in a while. This will be yet another double if we don't get it here. But if anyone else has any other questions that you want me to go over, do let me know. Kind of been all over the place this stream. But I hope you will have a good birthday today, Simpleman. Since your birthday's pretty much just starting. Now, let's go through one more cycle. Because that didn't actually give us enough points to get the chest. Gotta get at least one more chest. We can't go without one more chest. Yeah, the console versions didn't come out until about a year after, or like several months after. Because the Steam version came out 2014 November. So it's almost a decade old. It's getting there. It's getting up there. This will be, what, the 8-year anniversary of the game? 6-year anniversary of the channel? What's that an image of, Suppleman? I see the link, and based on the link URL, I can kind of tell it's an image. The shiny troll. Yeah, I do wish the mechanic would come back. The only problem with it is, regardless of how they implement it, you know how annoying it's going to be to find 1,100 shinies in Gems of War? Like, there better be a somewhat quick process where it takes like an hour or less for each. Because if it takes longer than that, you know how big of a nightmare that will be? Because there are currently 1,104 troops in the game. Who knows, maybe it'll cost diamonds. Then we'll have them all instantly. It'll definitely cost some kind of new currency though. Or at least partially the new currency. I highly doubt they're ever coming back though. I want them to though. Because I like those like rarity kind of mechanics in games. Because any game that I have a lot of time in, it's a fun like thing to do when you've already like min-maxed everything else. It's like, oh, let's go and try to get like this slightly different visual variant. Just so we could show it off when we do other things like Guild Wars. You could partially do that now by gold medaling a troop. It even gives it slightly extra stats. I guess that's kind of like the game's equivalent of getting a troop shiny these days. Though it's very disconnected from the actual troop itself, because you're just grinding medals and then upgrading the troop. It's not like you're actually doing anything with the troop to like get to that point. Oh, what was your question, Defiant? I didn't see what you mentioned. How about an hour or two of Fall Guys tomorrow? I don't know, is the new mode currently available? Because I wouldn't mind showing the new mode. I still haven't streamed yet. But if it's not available tomorrow, I would want to wait until it is. They literally just posted an update for April 1st. That is... Oh, did they have an April 1st event? Is that still going on? Oh, I didn't even check the game that day. Oh, no. But it's literally a bunch of question marks spammed with like a hexagon image. Let me see. Is that event still going on? Let me open Fall Guys real quick. I just want to look at this real quick. Actually, is it overlapping my screen? It shouldn't be. I'm not even sure if I have this layout even properly recording that yet. Let's go launch it real quick and see what happens. Wait, can you even launch 2 Steam games at the same time? I feel like the answer is yes. I haven't in so long, I actually forget. Because currently I have OBS open, and Gems of War, and Fall Guys, all on the same computer. Well, we're about to find out if it works. Let's see, what's our final chest? But yeah, I just want to check something with this. Let's see, will it work? It's slowly loading. Very slowly loading. Though I think it was trying to download something. Yeah, I'll go check this real quick. I might as well. We'll see. Because if the new mode was still around to end the April Fool's thing, like that'd be enough content to mess around with it for a little while. Because I didn't even realize they ran something weird for April Fool's. I'm pretty sure it's done by now though. Because it's not April Fool's anymore. Unless they're running it for multiple days. I'll go check though. Let's see. What do they even have going on? No. They don't have anything too interesting right now. If we were going to stream it again, I want to show the new mode. And the new mode's not in rotation right now. I wish they would keep it as default though or something. But anyways. But yeah, we probably won't stream it tomorrow then. Like, if we're gonna do Fall Guys, we need either the new season or that mode to rotate back around. Because they did kind of do, I think, like a mid-season patch, kind of, not really. Where they added that other mode. Let's see, you can open unlimited games if your PC is that good. Okay, well, our PC is decent. But we will do Fall Guys again at some point, just not tomorrow. But anyways, guys, I think we will be ending it there for now. We will be back tomorrow, same time as always, 2 hours prior to now tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're probably going to have a midday stream tomorrow. Most likely finishing almost the rest of Pokemon Legends Arceus. Obviously, that game is almost never going to be fully finished. But we're going to be very close by tomorrow's stream. So I'll see where we are from there. If we're going to do Ring Fit Adventure in the morning, I'm not quite sure. That's pretty much the game plan. We'll probably have that other stream maybe around noonish. Do that for a little bit, and then have our normal Gems of War thing, and then grind that for the rest of the day. Or, you know, for a decent amount of time that night. We're not going to go all the way to reset, obviously. I'm not even sure if I'll go to midnight. Depends how awake I am. But we're definitely going to at least grind a little bit. Kind of like this stream. And go from there. Did I make a joke on April Fool's by yourself? Oh, yeah, we did the joke on the... we did a little bit of a mini 1-minute joke. We did like a minute joke at the beginning of the Mythic video. So if you haven't checked out the new Mythic, well, we go over the new Mythic, of course. However, I did a little bit of an April Fool's joke there. Are all the burritos gone? No, I got more of them today. And no, the first batch is not gone, though pretty close. Though I did make sure to get more so it wouldn't run out. But, yeah, I did that when I went food shopping. That's not the only reason I went out, obviously, but it was definitely a big motivating factor. It was definitely a big motivating factor. Because I wouldn't have enough for the rest of this week if I didn't. But anyways, guys, I'll catch you later. Thank you so much for stopping by as always. Greatly appreciate it. Enjoy your weekend. Best of luck with the Vault event. Still going on for a whole nother day. If you're looking for the Mythic for whatever reason, you still have another 5 days to find it. Tomorrow and then Monday to Thursday. And then at Friday reset, it'll be not gone, but a lot harder to obtain. Though that's not really too big a deal because it is so bad. Unless you're just getting it for completionist purposes, kingdom upgrading purposes or something. You're pretty much never actually using that troop in your team. It's mostly just obtained for completionist purposes. But anyways, guys, I'll catch you guys later. Thank you so much for stopping by as always. Enjoy your week and catch you guys soon. Goodbye, everyone. And best of luck with everything.